Right, I think we're live. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Office Hours Live, our weekly show brought to you from the team at New Zenler, where we go through our changelog, we go through our education program, and we take your questions live. So today you'll notice there's only the two of us. Rakesh is off doing some business, some personal business, so he's not going to be joining us. But as always, I have David with me. So hi, David.
Hiya.
Now, if you are new to New Zenler, and every week we do add in new members into the Facebook group and are getting involved in New Zenler, then welcome and welcome. We're really pleased that you found New Zenler and you found this group. So we run our office hours every Monday. We alternate the times that we run them. So today is 9 p.m. UK time, and next week it will be 10 a.m. UK time. Because we have a global audience, we try and capture people, as many people within that fortnight as we can live. Now, if of course you are watching the replay, then you can put in hashtag replay and let us know where you're watching from. It's always really good to see who we're capturing and when we're capturing them. And of course, as we go through Office Hours Live today, and of course afterwards, then please do put your questions into the chat. And where possible, we'll answer them live right now, right here, right now. And if we can't, or it's done on the replay, then one of the team will always come back in and answer you afterwards. So we're going to head over the first instance, as always, and I can't say it's over to you, Rakesh, this week. So it's going to be over to me, is we're going to have a look at the changelog. Now, the changelog is a document under announcements, and you can get to it by visiting bit.ly/NZ changelog. And every week that is updated for you, and it will show you the latest, greatest, and most important updates that have been done to the New Zenler platform over the past. It goes back quite some time, but the most common ones you'll see at the top, the most recent ones. Now, there's not a lot to see for this particular week, and the reason being is that we've got some really big updates have just come out, and we've got a couple of really big ones coming up in the next few weeks. So what's been happening is the tech team have been working on the structure of the site. They've been working on speed and loading infrastructure, and they've been looking at improving micro fixes along a lot of the other stuff that's there as well. Now, there's been a couple of small ads, and I've asked David to go through that on the education slot, so he'll show you the small tweaks and new bits that have gone in this week, and some of them you'll find quite useful, I hope. So not a huge amount on the changelog for this week. So David, I'm actually just going to head straight into the education slot, I think, as the changelog was really quiet this week.
Yeah, I think on the changelog we just had added a new option for assigning co-host to the live stream, so yeah, you can add co-host to live stream now.
Yeah, and that was pretty much it, apart from all the techie stuff behind the scenes. And to be quite honest, I don't really need to know about that. You guys don't need to know about that. All we need to know is that it's happening and that they're improving it every week. So, yeah, and looking at it, that's all I can see. So, who have we got in the comments? Zelisa says that she has been enjoying your training. So Zelisa, David will be really pleased to hear about that. This is my first office hours. Is there a Zoom we should go, or should we stay in Facebook? Please stay in Facebook. There is no Zoom. We run all of the stuff that we tend to do. We run through the New Zenler platform. So of course, if you're a pro user of New Zenler, then you will get access to the live features. And one of the live features, of course, is to be able to go live into Facebook. So that's why you can see the little Zenler thing in the corner. And that's where we're talking to you from right now. So we've got a couple of questions in already. Let's go for the questions. Okay. So yeah. Joel, hi everyone. Question: how can I change the payment date of a student? For example, they have to pay tomorrow, but I want to extend the access to so they pay 7 days from tomorrow.
So they've got access. He's given them free access, or he wants them to start the course in 7 days and pay.
Don't know, Joel. Can you just clarify? Are they already subscribed and they're paying, and you want to just give them an extra 7 days from tomorrow, or are they on free access and you want them to sign up?
It doesn't, because I mean, you've got you can set free trial days. So if you wanted them to trial for 7 days, then they could have a free trial for 7 days and then pay after 7. If it's a subscription, you've already set it up, then without actually going into your payment gateway, you're not going to be able to change that without them dropping out and coming back in again.
Yeah, Joel's just saying it's for paid members already in a membership.
Yeah, that's a problem. If they're already on a subscription plan, then you can only do it through the actual payment gateway itself, unless they unsubscribe. You give them that 7 days free, and then they come in and pay for it again, start the subscription. But you'd have to do that individually. It would be a bit messy.
The problem is, though, it's permission based, isn't it? So you can't go in and mess about with people's cards and what they've agreed to without their permission. In essence, is what it boils down to. So any system that you set up, you would have to get them either to stop the payment, or you could stop the payment and then get them to resubscribe for 7 days time. That's really the only way I can think of that you would do it. I suppose the alternative would be, if you wanted to give them 7 days, but you didn't want them to mess about with that, you could refund them 7 days worth of membership, if that was one of the things that was coming up. But if it's the fact that they're not going to have the money tomorrow and it's going to bounce, then the only way that you can do that really is to get them to cancel and then reinitiate for in 7 days. But, we don't really want customers cancelling, because
it's not, I mean, obviously security wise, with payment gateways, you can't play around with the dates and say, oh, I'll take this out 7 days later than normal, or I'll put that in 7 days earlier, or the whole system is set up so that it locks it in and the user has actually entered that data. So you to go ahead and manipulate that in any way, they wouldn't like that, and it's breaking all kinds of rules.
Yeah. So without knowing the reasons why, Joel, my gut instinct would say to cancel the membership, send them a new link for in 7 days time to start. So you could give them, like David said, a free trial to cover the 7 days, and then get it to start for in 7 days time, but they'd have to resubscribe. That would be probably the most straightforward way. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. So hopefully that answers your question, but thanks for the question. It's an interesting one. Zalisa says, if I already have members who just paid for an annual membership, I've uploaded them in the contact, I will continue to increase my membership price. Do I have to create a new plan or membership every time I increase my price?
So
I'm pretty sure the answer is no. If I'm paying £10 a month, and you say suddenly I'm putting this up to £15 a month, you get a new member coming, you put that price up, I'm still paying £10 a month. The new people coming in pay £15 a month. So you don't have to create new things for that. You can just change the price on that, and it won't change anybody that's already subscribed. Eva, how can I get a question written in my funnel to me in some way? I don't think I understand the question.
You could, I think she wants to get an email of a new registered user. You can just choose under the automation options to notify yourself. So that'll then send a notification email to you, and you can do that at any stage. So even if it was day 2 and they were sending it, you could do another notify to you, day 2, put the student's name in the personalization fields. I think that's that.
Okay, brilliant, Eva. So hopefully that's answered your question. James has a question. So James is asking, and welcome to Office Hours Live, everybody. Really good to see you here, throwing the question straight in. Does Zenler Mail automatically delete unsubscribes and bounces? Or does this have to be done manually? If manually, doesn't this turn into a boring nightmare very quickly?
It doesn't delete unsubscribes or bounced emails. So you can track them. Yes, you've got to remove them manually if they're not legitimate emails addresses, because they're bouncing.
Okay. So sorry, James. I think it's going to turn into a nightmare very quickly if you've got loads of them. So I suppose what you could do, just thinking about it, could you not export it as a CSV?
Yep.
Do a mass delete based on a column and then re-upload it?
When you do an export, no, that wouldn't work, because when you do an export out and you export in, if you delete them out, then it will just keep them in the system. So if you made any changes, yeah, it would update the existing emails, but actually to delete them out. You might be able to use Zapier or something to set up an automation for deleting out. Haven't looked into it. I'll have a look into that, James.
Yeah, I know they've got plans for Zenler Mail, and of course we know about the recent updates they've made to the emails within New Zenler. So they are on it and they are working on it, and it is a problem as people's sites become bigger and there's more subscribes, unsubscribes, and over the last 2 months they've put some effort into that. I think this is probably going to be the next phase for them. So unfortunately at the moment there's not an easy way, but I'm sure David will look and see what ways there are, and hopefully it will be integrated into New Zenler directly soon. So Tracy's saying good morning from Australia. Tracy, good to see you here. Are you on the beach again? I'm not sure if you are or not, but I promise I won't be too jealous if you are. Zalisa is saying, great, your competitors needed that. That was a pain. Eva's saying it doesn't work. You freeze. I don't know in relation to what that is. So Zalisa saying, I know there is no blog feature right now, but technically, can I not create a page per blog post? I'll stop on that one. Zalisa, if anybody's thinking of doing blog posts and creating pages and all that stuff, just hold your horses for a very short period of time. David's been in the last testing phases for blogs into New Zenler. I can comfortably say they're going to be heading to you really, really soon if you're a pro user. So look out for that. It's not worth your while at this stage. You'll get no real benefit apart from suck up a load of time to create a heap of pages to try and get blog posts into your site. Just hold on if you're on the pro version.
Yeah, and also, Kevin, with the blogs, you're going to be able to set them in categories and stuff. So if you go and start doing pages and trying to make them look like blogs, your URL's going to be out and you'll have to then do it twice, and then SEO is going to be a problem. So just hold fire. It's very soon, very soon.
Yeah. As the cat's away, I'll tell you that let's just say it's going to be this side of mid-February rather than the other side. So, but we're close. Cool. Okay. So Zelina's saying that we're freezing, or I'm freezing, or someone's freezing. There is a recording for this. It does go onto YouTube, so you'll find it over there. Hopefully it's your internet and not mine. I don't know, but hopefully you get to hear most of the answers on the replay anyway. So Tracy's saying home and working again. New Zenler Live scheduled yesterday. That went very smoothly. Excellent piece of feedback. Thank you very much. So keep my WordPress site for now. Yeah, Zalisa, just for a couple more weeks, just keep that site. Yes, Tracy, blogs. I finally worn him down and they're on the cusp of being released. I can't wait. And then once they're out, I'll probably do the walkthrough on those, because I've got 10 or 12 blog posts ready and raring to go as soon as that's publicly released. So cool. Okay, right, let's hold fire on answering questions for a minute, because you guys have been on fire and it's been a quick fire session on those. So I'm going to normally at this point in the Office Hours Live, we do go through into the education slot. So David runs the education slot for us. So I'm going to hand over to you, David, and if you could take us through what's happening over there right now. Thank you.
Okay, great. Okay, guys. Right, there's a few things that have happened. So on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/Zenler. If you look, we have a few videos in Ask Zenler. So I have created a video here on creating forms. Now, there's a lot of people had trouble creating custom forms, setting up custom fields, drop downs, check boxes. So I show how to do that. I show the difference between sign up registration forms. Very quick to watch, and it should make your understanding of forms a lot better. Remember, forms can be used in loads of places, on pages. They can be used in your lead magnets, in funnels, and the principle applies the same. So if you watch that video, it's going to be really good for you. Subscribe, hit the bell icon so that you get updated when we put a new video up. I've also done a fun one here. I've done what is tagging. So there was a question asked, what actually is tagging and do we need it? We do need it. It's another way of filtering and segmenting our students through tags. And you can remove tags, add tags through funnels, through enrollments, if you import people in. So it's another level. We've already got user roles, of course, and you've got email lists. But if you actually tag them and put them in there, you can then filter them much more effectively. So this is tags. This is like I've done an animation for this one, so it's a little bit different. Next one is creating a logo. So there was a question raised today. I saw it today, so I thought I'd do a quick video on how to create a basic logo, some of our best practices, and making sure that they're transparent background by saving them as .png files. So when you upload, you can change the header background and the logo will stay on top of it. So it will just cut it out. So that's quite a nice one to look at. Check that one out, guys, and subscribe. And in Ask Zenler, there's nothing really gone on in the Ask Zenler page here, but definitely check out tutorials.newzenler.com. If you go to the home page, you're going to see our office hours, which we always keep updated. And we've got our masterclass bundle here, where there's quite a few courses in there. And there's lots of questions that are asked on the Facebook group. All the answers are in there. And if they're not, I want to know, because then I'll update the course. So with that in mind, in the complete guide, I've actually added quite a few more lessons inside the complete guide. One is the forms one. There's some tagging ones. I've updated some of the new features in there. We finished the first ethical copy site, which was Amy Porterfield's site. So that's finished now. So I'm ready to work on a new one. And I also started the hardware software setup. So I'm showing my setup here. And I'm going to show you how I record and how I edit in there, maybe use Handbrake, these kind of things. That's all going to go in there. Quick start guide's finished. Advanced Ninja Tricks has started. Got to add to that. But yeah, quite a lot going on. So make sure you join that one course, this masterclass bundle, and you get access to every course that drops in here. Okay, Kevin, I think that is it. Over to you.
Awesome. Thanks, David. As you can see, all of these resources are provided to you from New Zenler. We provide them for free. So we have our YouTube channel where the majority of the trainings go up first. So if you're not over there, you're not subscribed, you haven't hit the notification bell, then you need to go off and do that. Of course, the tutorial.newzenler.com site is another free resource for you, where we have the masterclass. We've got all of those brilliant things that David's shown you. We've got the Launch Your First Course Challenge, and we're going to be having our breakthrough sessions over there as well, all of which are complimentary. They're free of charge, and they're run officially by the team. So if any of that is of interest to you, then go off and look at those resources. We also, in the Facebook group, which is where you're watching this right now, you may have just popped in last week or today even, then if you look at the announcement tab at the top of the group, you'll see there are different pages that have been put there that you might find some useful stuff in there. We've gone through and removed a lot of the older stuff because New Zenler isn't a new platform. It might feel new, but it's not new. So there's lots of stuff that we've removed, and we're keeping it as up to date as we possibly can. So look out for the resources. Now, of course, sometimes things with any technology happen, and this happens in any piece of software that you get involved in. Now, if you're using New Zenler and you're having technical issues, then we do have a process. The very first part of that process is to email into our support line. So this is via email. So it's support@zenler.com. And what will happen is once you email in, then you will receive an email back within 2 or 3 minutes saying, we've received your request, here's your ticket number. And one of the support people will be looking at that. Now, that's really important. That is the fastest and the easiest way to gain support. Going on to the chatbot, it works, but it's slower. Going into the Facebook group, it's not really advised because the tech support people do not watch the Facebook group. Now, fortunately, this week we had a very small outage on Zenler, and I picked it up within. I was just happened to be in here and picked it up within 3 minutes, and we had it sorted within 7 minutes. So, which I thought was pretty remarkable, really. But the official channel, if you need technical support, something's not right on your site, is to go through that way. And providing you get that ticket number come back to you by email, it means you're not in our spam filter. All of our customers that are on the free or paid version of Zenler get put in, and they're all made sure that in our system you are not put into a junk file. So we do that anyway. So, but it's really important you get that ticket back. Okay. Once that's done, you can rest assured they are working as quickly as possible. It allows us to track technical issues. So if it's an isolated incident, we know it's isolated to that particular person's account. If it's a much wider issue, like it was the other day, where I saw quite a few of you were hopping on, even my own site was down. Clearly, it was a larger issue. We got it done, we got it through, and we got it through really quick. But it means that we can just make a note of that, and it's put into the review folder for when the technical reviews are done on a regular basis. So that's really, really important to remember that. Remember, you will not get an email back with an answer within 5 minutes. It's not live chat. It goes into an ordering system. So if we've had a few come in, you'll go to the queue and you'll be answered that way. Normally they're answered really quick. If you look through the Facebook group and look at the people that are talking about support within Zenler, you'll see that lots and lots of people here are really happy with the speed of support. So it's just, I know it's hard when you're in that situation and you're doing something and you've got to wait, and we're used to live chat nowadays, but that's not here right now. Right now, we just have to be a little bit patient, go off, make a cup of tea, cup of coffee, have a beer, whatever, and then come back, and hopefully very, very soon you'd get an answer on that. Okay, let's head back into the chat. So Joel's saying one more question. I have a course and I have the affiliate activated. The affiliate is not receiving the commissions. He didn't add his PayPal account. This can be the problem. I checked the affiliate details and it looks like he is active, but no commissions. Any idea why this is happening and how I can give access to the affiliate for those sales?
So he's if he needs to set up his payment, he needs to set up his payment details. So can he not get access to the site if you just supplied him a link, because he needs to be able to log in to actually update his payment options in there. I had it with an affiliate of mine, and it wasn't a big problem. I just sent him money through the PayPal account. So that's how I did it. But that's because he didn't set up his payment options.
Yeah. It's something that you need to make them aware of. If you've not done it yet, and we say this all the time, and in fact, David and I were talking about this just before we came on live. If you don't actually know what the affiliate dashboard looks like, because it's different as an admin as it is an affiliate, it looks completely different. Go and set yourself up an account and sign yourself up as an affiliate, so you know when you get questions like this come up exactly what it looks like and what they need to do. And that's a really important thing to do with anything that we do in Zenler, because it doesn't look the same for us as admins as it does for student stroke users. So we need to just be making sure that whatever we do, whenever we test, whenever we put a new course out, whenever we're putting funnels out, we go through it ourselves as the user would do it. So we experience what they experience. And this was one of the big learnings, I think, that a lot of the Launch Your First Course challengers had when they went through it. And I made them go through that challenge. It was the first time they'd ever gone through a new Zenler platform as a student. And yet they're running their courses and would be expected to have the answer as the instructor from those students. So you've got to experience it first. And the affiliate side of it, if you're going to run the affiliate bit, sign yourself up, see what it looks like, because they have to sign up with PayPal. It's their only option. Otherwise, you can't pay them. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
So, you can...
Testing's key, isn't it? Testing is absolutely key. You'll notice in all of our courses that we've got, testing is up there all the time. I personally test. If I create a new page, I test. Any little thing I do, if I create a form, I test the form works. I don't just leave it to chance. I've set that up fine, because it's really easy just to miss something. Like, instead of having the submit form, you've put it to go to a link, and they're not going to receive an email. If you haven't tested it and seen that you're receiving it, you're never going to know. So it's the number one, as well as clearing your cache as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so Eva is saying, is there any way I can have help with my question instead of here? I don't know what your question was, Eva, but if you let me know, then we'll address that. Zalisa is saying, does anyone know where is New Zenler based out of? Just curious. Trish is guessing that we're in London. I'm going to let you keep guessing. I'm not going to tell you. We're like a secret organisation. We're never going to reveal our location to you. But yeah, I'll leave that one hanging there, I think. But yeah, I'm not telling you. I would like a dynamic area. So this is Sandra. So Sandra, thank you so much for your question. I'd like a dynamic area where you can search for your courses, especially if you're enrolled in many. The All Courses dynamic block has this option. It would also be beneficial for the My Courses block. Any thoughts on that, David?
Yeah, no, I understand where Sandra's coming from. It was a kind of thing that I was asking before I joined Zenler, and that was could we take courses and put them into different categories and have them show up? So have a dynamic block that's generated. You could just pick a category and just those courses would show up, which is, I think that's on the cards. I think that's a thing that's being developed. For now, you could manually set up your courses, or but for the My Courses, we haven't got a filterable category or search box. So that is a good point.
Right, so we'll tick that one down and pass that on to the team and Rakesh.
Yeah.
So she's also saying, I'd like to hide the prices on All Courses area. The current feature makes it so that they must contact us to purchase. I still want potential clients to be able to purchase on their own. However, I do not want the price available seen from the All Courses page. I only want the price seen from the sales page. Okay, so and the last part of this is, do students enrolled in a subscription receive a billing reminder? Do students enrolled in a trial receive a trial ending billing reminder? If they do, can they be customized?
Billing is, if it's coming from Stripe, they send out receipts. But I think if you've got it, I'm not sure about that one. I need to check it.
Okay. Right, where else are we? So Zalisa is saying, I think, do you know if all charges are based on US dollars, or do we have to pay for international transaction fee? That will, of course, be down to how you set your account up and how you set up either Stripe or PayPal. But whatever you're using, like Stripe or PayPal, they'll take a fee anyway. If you're on the free plan with Zenler, then it's PayPal, and New Zenler will take a percentage of that as well. You're not restricted to just US dollars. You're restricted to one currency per course. So you can choose on that one. Francis is saying the masterclass is great. I've been in and out anytime I had a query. Brilliant. So David, good feedback for you. There's our YouTube channel. Where do we find about the challenge? If that's the Launch Your First Course challenge, it's going live into the tutorial.newzenler.com site this week, I hope. I've been a bit delayed on that, but yeah, it's coming out. It's going to be an evergreen, so you go at your own pace on your own, or you can join the community over there and reignite the passion for launching your first course. Gary's saying, please send out the direct link next time for your webinars. It took us 20 minutes before someone forwarded that to me. Gary, if you're talking about this particular Office Hours Live, it's set up as an event. It was set up as an event last week. So it's always in the Facebook group, and you can go to events, and then we just get the link. It just comes up in the Facebook group. So all you've got to do is be in the Facebook group and look for the notification to say we've gone live. Okay, so have we got any more? Yeah, Trisha's just answered that. Any updates on email deliverability and templates? From my side, no. David?
Well, yeah, I mean, we brought out a few weeks ago email authentication, so that has definitely helped. For Pro and Premium members, though, all new features. By the way, all new features are just for Pro and Premium members of the site.
So Lisa, if you sign up for Pro today, you will be eligible from today to be a partner. It's as simple as that. Now, remember, and I will point this out to you all again, the last 2 weeks I've been telling you that the price for the Pro version is going up. This is not a fake going up. This is it's actually going up, and it's jumping by, I'd say, a noticeable amount. It's not just a few dollars. It's going up a little bit more than that. It's not going to be, I believe, this month. So, but it's heading on real swiftly. So if you buy your Pro license before the price goes up, you get locked in at that price for renewal year upon year upon year. As of course, when you join the Pro user for New Zenler, you can get your partner link and all of that as well. So, and that will stay the same. The commissions on that are all the same as they've always been. So that's not going to change either. But the price is going up. And the reason it's going up is because of the new features that are coming out. There's been a lot of development going on, and there's a lot more to come. And we're getting ready for, at some point later this year, summertime or just after, we're coming out of beta and it's going to go into a live program. So this is the steps that we need to take to facilitate that. So it is going to go up. So if you're sitting on the fence, if you're not quite sure, then give it some serious consideration. If you've not yet done a course and you want to get onto my Launch Your First Course challenge, then look out for the announcement for that when it goes evergreen, and get your first course out, get charging for it, and then paying for New Zenler will not seem like an issue. It will be a necessity for you to be able to earn the money that you need for your business. So
yeah, Kevin, can I share a quick slide on the feature on the features of the free Pro and Premium plan? I've shared this before, but we're actually finalizing it a little bit more now. Can you see that?
Yes.
So you can see there, we're going to share this sheet at some point when we're absolutely sure everything's correct and we've put all of the features we need to on here. But you can see that some of these, obviously with the Pro and Premium, you've got ticks on everything. So it goes through everything. But with the free plan, you do lose, lose access to things like save, share blocks, multiple sites, blog when it comes out. It's even on there now, so it's coming out soon. It's coming out soon because it's on there. Live stream, PayPal, Razorpay. So all of these are features with the Pro and Premium plan, and the price at the moment, I'm going to quickly share this. It's not quite finished, but if we're comparing this to something like this, is the Pro package price at the moment is $447 from Zenler. And Thinkific, same price package, 1,188. Teachable, 1,188. Kajabi, 1,908. So massive discount, and that stays at that price. So I wanted to quickly share that just to show you guys the amazing deal you do get with Zenler.
Yeah. Cheers, David. And David and I are not here to pitch New Zenler to you. You'll make your own choices based on what you need for your own business, and that's the absolutely right way to be looking at it. But what we are here to do is to let you know what's going on, let you know what's happening, and to help you make the very best out of what you do within New Zenler and make it easy and effortless for you. New Zenler is designed, as we've always said, for the non-web designer. We're making it as easy as we possibly can. All of the wonderful features that you see, you won't need all of them for every course, for everything that you do. Some of it you'll use, some of it you won't use, some of it you use for certain courses. So the biggest thing that we're getting at the moment is people feel they come in and they feel a bit overwhelmed with everything that's there. And, you know, David's course is huge because there's a lot there, but you don't need to use every feature because it's available. Okay. The whole purpose of me doing the Launch Your First Course Challenge was actually, let's build a foundation for a course and let's sell it. Right. Let's see what we're going to do and get it going. And people really enjoyed going through that because it took that overwhelm away. You can then, once you've got your foundations, you're comfortable with the platform. If you're building multiple courses, you can then look at adding other parts in. Maybe you want a lead funnel at that point and you want to maybe do a webinar as an opt-in. You can start exploring that when you know the foundations of what you want to do as ultimately a course creator. But we are, with the launching of the blogs coming out soon, this is going to be a really cool all-in-one platform. So you won't need an external WordPress site if you don't want one. You don't need an external payment system if you don't want one. You won't need an external webinar system. And I'll tell you, if I'd found this when I first started, well, back in 2002 when I launched my first business, I'd have been all over this. Because it would have saved me a fortune trying to get stuff to talk to each other that just didn't want to talk to each other. I'll tell you, that's a nightmare in itself at times. So anyway, I digress. So Billy's saying, aloha, Dave, when will we be able to charge for the live webinars?
Yeah, it's a feature we're working on. So there's, again, no ETA from us at Zenler, but it is something that's being worked on. So we'll bring it out when we fully tested it and made sure everything's working.
Cool. Zalisa is saying, if we're using Zenler Mail and we have a custom domain name, do we still need to pay for Google Workspace to get custom email domain? Or can I go back to use free Gmail accounts and create an alias there?
Well, there's lots of ways of doing it. If you've got your own domain name, then you should have your own associated email with that domain name. So that's what I do. I don't go through other channels. You just bought the domain, you get the email with it.
Yeah, and there's no getting away with that. If you want a custom domain, you're going to have to buy that domain from somewhere. It's normally a yearly charge for it. Anything between £2.99 upwards. I was looking at one, funny enough, over the weekend. It was 27,000 for the one I wanted, so I'm not getting that.
Google.
Believe it or not, it didn't actually mean anything to anybody apart from me. But yeah, they just wanted all that money. I'm like, I'm not doing that. So yeah, but yeah, they're from us. That was £2.99 per year for the first year. I use personally 123 Reg. They're a UK-based company. I've always used those. But there's loads of them you can buy from. Provided you've got that, then you can do this. Sandra's saying, for bundled membership courses, I would like them to only see the one main bundle course image under my courses instead of every single course they have access to under the bundled membership, because we have other courses available outside of the main membership. I only want them to see what they have available in the bundled membership via the course access page. Will this be possible?
So only the courses inside the bundle, you want them to be available, but you don't want to see those courses outside of it. Is that the question?
Yeah, so I'd like them to only see the one main bundle course image under my courses. So they go to my courses and it's one image instead of every single course they have access to. I only want them to see what they have available in the bundled membership via the course access page. Right.
That's what I've done for the new Zenler Masterclass bundle. Although the courses are outside of that bundle, they are just marked as a secret, so they don't show. And then I make the bundle and I add those courses to it. So they don't show outside it, it just shows the bundle. You go into the bundle and you see the courses inside it.
Okay, so it is possible.
Yeah, I've done it. In fact, if you check out the on tutorials, tutorials.newzenler.com, and you go under the membership area, you're going to see bundles in there where I've done exactly that.
Cool.
So again, all of those questions regarding memberships and stuff, they're all in the masterclass bundle under the complete guide to Zenler. You can just type in their membership or bundles, and you're going to get all that information come up. And I cover all of that as well as other stuff as well.
I know you spent quite a lot of time on memberships because it was quite a hot topic before the new year.
Yeah, I got everybody's sort of feedback on it. So it was quite good because everyone was telling me how they were working, and I was trying to find solutions for them. So it's really made by you guys. You know, you're the ones that prompted me to find solutions, and some of you gave me the solutions that you were using, and it's all in there. So it covers everything, I think. But there's so many ways to do things inside Zenler. If you've got to just think outside the box, once you know the base system, you can just kind of think outside the box and make things work for you. That's why Zenler is so great. People have gone off in completely different avenues with this, and it's quite amazing. It's good.
Cool. So David, thank you for your question, and it's something that's come up a lot recently. And it's actually been answered in the group, but I'll tell you what the answer is as well. So lately I've had an issue to upload file size less than 1 gig. What should I do? If I use Dropbox, is it fine? Only when I upload my files from my desktop, please advise. So there was quite a bit of talk about this in the group, and you may have seen the threads going on about this as to most people go in and they go into the course and they upload their videos and files directly into the course. One of the ways that seems to speed it up, I don't know the reason why, is if, maybe you know, David, but if we add directly into the media library, that seems to make the whole process a bit quicker.
Yeah, I think James was mentioning this, James Milo. Yeah, he was saying that he was having problems with bulk uploads. I've never had any problems, and I upload hundreds of videos. But some of you guys are, and I was talking to Rakesh about this, and it might be an internet problem. You know, that can cause it. Lots of people, I've got loads of internet speed, but then you find out that they've got a video running, they've got 20 tabs open on their desktop, and then they're uploading and they're probably editing something as well, and you find it slows everything down. When I'm doing an upload, my practice is just to let it upload, and I don't open any other apps up. I just let them upload, and it works. But James mentioned that if you go into the media library and upload, he doesn't have a problem. I don't know. I can't get the same problem to happen, but if that's a solution that works, great. But I think we're looking into that as well, seeing if we can get the same problem to happen. And that's the problem. We need to try and recreate that problem. And if we can't, we can't see the problem.
No, and it's funny because even today I was uploading some stuff into one of my courses, and I uploaded a video directly into my course, and it was there pretty much immediately. I went to the media library and uploaded because I don't normally do that, and it took like 20 minutes. So there is no rhyme or reason for it, really. Sometimes it's just workload. The videos that are uploaded go into the Vimeo account for Zenler. So if there's a heavy load usage there as well, lots of people uploading at once, it gets queued. So it can sometimes take a little bit longer than normal to do that in Vimeo at the moment. And remember, we're in the golden age of course creation right now, where not just with Zenler, but everywhere is people are creating digital courses. So they're creating videos and they're storing them. So Vimeo is going to be really busy. So, you know, there's a strain on a lot of stuff. There's a strain on the internet at the moment. What I mean by that is the service providers, wherever you are, you might always normally have good speed, but then suddenly it drops, then it's up, and then it's down. And, you know, there's a lot of variables when it comes to uploads and problems like that. I think the only thing you have to watch is that it just doesn't upload.
Yeah.
If it doesn't upload at all and you've sat there for 6 hours and it's still not done it, then there might be a deeper issue than that. But if you're waiting half an hour, maybe I've waited up to 2 hours before. That's the longest I've ever waited. Then, you know, I would just class it as go and do something else. There's not a lot we can do our end.
It's quite funny because I remember on Udemy, my action for uploading 50 plus videos at a time. I could never do that directly in Udemy. It was a real pain. You couldn't bulk select. You had to upload them individually. The way I found around it was I used my Google Drive, and then it wouldn't be a problem. It would upload them really quickly. So I'd have to upload to Google Drive and drop them in there. But you can do the same inside Zenler as well. You can put it in a Dropbox and load across. I'm sure that would be a quick way of doing it as well. So there's lots of ways of doing it. If there's an issue, we're going to find it and respond to it. So James, I think we support are actually tackling that. So they're looking at it for you.
Yeah, cool. So we've got another question in. What's the best way to duplicate an entire site for translation to another language, including courses, funnels, etc.?
Duplication of site. I guess you could contact support about that, because you can't, otherwise you've got to go in and you'll just be copying blocks across, and it'll take you quite a long time. First port of call might be to ask support about it.
Yeah,
you can't actually copy a whole site across.
There's no way of doing that. We can't even copy pages across at the moment. So I know that's coming at some point, but we can't do that right now. So a whole entire site is going to be tricky. Support might be able to do that. I would email in if I was you. What else have we got? Right, I'm going to browse through these quite quickly. Can you share any updates on when may be the price change? All I can tell you is it's going to be soon. I'm not in a position to say an exact date. Firstly, because I don't know an exact date. And secondly, all I can tell you is it's happening quite soon. What we have said, and I've pushed Rakesh for this and the team, and he's absolutely promised me, and I have no doubt that this will happen, is you are going to get plenty of notice. As soon as the date is released, that will be the date. You will get emailed about that date. We will come in and do a specific live stream in the group about that date. So there's going to be loads of notice. I'm telling you on office hours to prepare you that actually at some point in the very near future, we're not talking days, we're talking weeks, that price will go up. So be prepared, but you will still get more notice. This is not your last warning. This is not by any means your last warning. So I'm just telling you, be prepared, it's coming. Be aware it's coming. If you're paying pro already and you're locked in, you're safe, you're good. Right? If your renewal's coming up in the next 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months, you stay at the price that you're at. It locks you in at that price. Okay, but I promise you, and I've said to, and this is why I love being involved with Zenler, the ethics behind the company are really, really good. He said, and the team have said, we're going to give you loads of notice. We're not going to spring it on you. We've even discussed different prices and pricing, payment option, and all of this stuff. So it's been really well thought out. So with you in mind that we have to do the increase, it's a business decision, but we want to make it as fair on everybody as possible. So don't panic. It's going up in price next month. Melissa's saying, Russell's saying, if we join now and we upgrade to premium, do we get the current premium price? You absolutely do, as of what it is right today. So 447 for pro, premium. Can't remember what premium is. It's 1 something, is it?
David? I can't remember.
I can't remember. But yeah, have a look when you go into your account and do upgrade. It will tell you on there what the price is. It's 447 for pro. You get 3 sites and a whole heap of stuff, all of the features. And the premium gives you the 10 sites, but it gives you more resources, so more email sends and all of that stuff.
It's 1167 for premium.
1167 for premium, and you get locked in. So that's that. Joel's saying, can you please share those slides, David? Your masters, I don't think they're quite ready to be shared yet, are they?
Not yet. No, I need final sign off.
Yeah, they'll be soon. Because we're going to be putting together some stuff for our partners as well before the price increase. So the slides that David's done will be part of what we make available to people. So you'll be able to share that stuff with people that you think may be looking to come into a learning management system that is as good as Zenler. Okay, comparison slides. Any updates on Bergier? You're going to have to watch Office Hours from the beginning, I'm afraid, my friend, because we've covered that. What's the name of the video you made as a workaround? I can't remember. I think you made the webinar into a one-page course. I think. I don't know if that's private conversation. It could be. I'm on my second year of New Zenler Pro. I love it. Billy's saying, awesome, Billy, and it's good to have you here. Paywalls between bundles. If we had 3 schools, can we have different custom domains for each school, or the custom domain is based on each pro account? No, 3 different. You get 3 sites, so they're 3 completely individual sites, 3 custom domains. That's it. So no, not 3 pro accounts. Don't do that. Just 1 pro account, 3 sites. Follow up on question 4. The courses are secret under all courses, but still visible under my courses. Joe. I'm glad you popped on, Joe, because we was talking about that. I still have the problem with not being able to upload any videos or documents. Support still trying to resolve it. I'm glad support were on that. I know that we did have a chat and I did kick support for you. I don't know. I can't answer that because obviously if they're looking into it, they're looking into your account and finding out what's going on. So all I could say is at least they've been in touch with you, because I know that was earlier on this evening and that's being dealt for you. So hopefully they'll get that resolved really, really quickly on that issue. It's really unusual because I've not had that issue personally, but of course, lots of sites, lots of stuff going on. Any update on switching back to Wistia? Regards from Happy Premium User. No idea what that means.
Wistia, the video platform. No, we're not going back to. Well, no one's told me we're going back to Wistia.
No, I don't think so. I've not heard it mentioned, so I'm pretty sure they're going to stick with who they've got. I run all my vids through Handbrake and upload to media, no problem so far, says Billy, and he's been a 2-year pro user, so maybe that's the key to it. Running it through Handbrake first. I don't know. If we upgrade to premium, will we pay the difference between the prices, or will we need to? If we upgrade to premium, will we pay the difference between the prices, or will we need to pay again? You pay the price that the price is right now. So if you upgrade, if you're on pro and you upgrade to premium, you just pay the difference. Yeah, you're right. So 1167 minus 447, whatever that is, and it locks you in. The beauty is you can upgrade and downgrade as you wish. That's no problem at all. So if you upgrade to premium, then you need to come back down again. You can do that if you want to. I think.
Yeah, but be careful with that, because if you put 5 sites up and then you downgrade, you're going to lose 2 of them.
You're going to lose 2, of course. I don't think many people tend to go down again, but the option's there if they want to. But yeah. So Sandra's liking the feedback. Rennie's saying thanks. Bergie is saying he's going to watch this all the way from the beginning because he turned up late. And I think that's the end of our questions. So, right, okay, let's call this to a close because Rakesh is away doing what he's doing, and we've been on for nearly an hour. He's gonna think that we're up to no good with this long a live stream. But it's been absolutely fantastic having you all here. So thank you so much for supporting us as always. It's an absolute pleasure and privilege to be able to serve you all and to help you all with your journey in New Zenler. And we hope that the feedback keeps coming. Keep on getting involved with the Facebook group. If you've got questions, you've got Ask Zenlers, tag David in the Ask Zenler. Remember, hashtag Ask Zenler, tag David in it. He'll pick up the hashtag anyway, but just for an extra reassurance, just make sure you tag him. And he'll pick that up and he'll do those for you. Now he's done his big course, he's got time on his hands. So the more the merrier.
I've got 3 more.
Look out for the Launch First Course Challenge, which is going to be evergreen. That's coming real soon. I'm just finalising the last few bits on that. There's been a little bit of a delay, but that might get you to the point of where you want to upgrade to Pro. That might get you getting your first course out. So look out for that. And as always, you know, we're here to support and help. So if you've got any questions, throw them in the group and we'll do what we can to help you. So for now, I think I'm done. Remember, David, have you got anything else? Are you good for this week?
No, that's about it. I think we've covered quite a lot, and we're on longer than we normally are.
I know. We're you know, we can get away with it this week. So, and you lot have been so great with all your questions and your feedback. It's been really, really brilliant. So, remember next week we do switch. So we're 9 p.m. UK time this week. So next week, David, will be 10 a.m. UK time. So look out for the event.
Right.
It's posted into the Facebook group in the next day or so. And that if you subscribe to that event, it will send you a reminder that the event's about to go live in Facebook. Okay, so if you forget, then it will help you remember we're going to be at 10 a.m. next week. So it'd be really good to see as many of you as we can. In the meantime, remember to put your hashtag replay in, and if there are any more questions, type them in and we'll come back and answer. But for now, have a fantastic week. Thank you all for joining in and participating. And for myself and David, thanks everyone, and we'll see you in the group real soon.
Cheers, guys.